Papua New Guinea has the potential for downstream processing of its livestock, but the lack of a robust industry, especially in cattle, also the lack of functioning abattoirs to process livestock into meat products, has led to the increase of imported meat that continues to become expensive over time. The downfall of PNG's large-scale cattle industry over the past 30 years is set for a revival, with the Papua New Guinea government partnering with the Chinese government to redesign and build new abattoirs best suited for Papua New Guinea. The Livestock Development Corporation is the business arm of the government of Papua New Guinea, and they, along with CMEC, started moving across the country visiting the abattoirs. Managing Director Terry Coim said it was a step in the right direction, especially to address the lack of a thriving livestock industry and also help curb the large amounts of meat products into the country.
Beef production is something that the government has entrusted LDC to do back in 1982 by the Somali-led government, so that they can be able to commercialize beef cattle production. And so at the time we had about 150 to 160,000 cattle, but the numbers have gone down over the last 30 plus years, and right now we have less than 50,000 cattle. And so we are bringing the CMEC technical experts to PNG to help us rebuild the industry by setting up these abattoirs again. Because they are all built back in the 1960s, 70s, the conditions of these abattoirs are such that we cannot be able to utilize them for our needs, our purposes. So we will demolish all of them and we will rebuild new state-of-the-art abattoirs. These abattoirs will serve as buying points. They will be the market for the livestock farmers in this country. We are doing meat because PNG spends more than 250 million Kina on meat imports. And so flying over the country, you can see there's so much grassland, there's so much vegetation, the environment is just perfect for us doing this. And with CMEC's expertise that are established in well over more than 120 countries, we will never go wrong. And they are the first team of experts to come from China to Papua New Guinea in response to what the Prime Minister just said 2 weeks ago when he came back from China. He said he met with so many other heads of state in different countries, but none has come that close to working with PNG. And the President assured our Prime Minister that they would like to go into supporting the country's downstream processing policy agenda.
The plan is to encourage large-scale cattle and pig farming by smallholder farmers. Once the abattoirs are up and running, LDC will start purchasing cattle and pigs from local farmers at reasonable prices, putting money directly into the farmers' pockets.
You have markets for coffee farmers, you have markets for cocoa farmers, you have markets for copra farmers, you have markets for other commodity farmers, but we don't have markets for livestock farmers because there is no abattoir, either owned by the government or regulated by the government. And so that's why LDC's policy direction now is to do this so that we can be able to regulate the industry. At the same time, we set up these facilities for farmers to actually assess for the markets.
The Livestock Development Corporation is grateful for the government of both PNG and China for the opportunity to roll out the much-needed program to improve the abattoir facilities across the country.
We are going around the country to do this. They will do the scoping, and then they will tell us there will be two ways to fund these projects. One is to capture this initiative of the government under the One Road, One Belt policy direction of the policy direction of the Republic of China. That will be one option. The other one will be to, under the MTD before, the government has allocated more than 300 plus million under National Livestock Program, which will be implemented by Livestock Development Corporation. So we will not be waiting for loans to do this. While waiting for the loans to come, if they do come, we will be looking forward to participating in it, but we will be utilizing our PIPs to do one project and The following year we will do another project, and the projects will be delivered to the expectation of the country and of the government and of our people in partnership with the China Machinery Engineering Corporation.
China Machinery Engineering Corporation will not only help with the livestock industry but also with other projects in agriculture as well.
We understand more and know more about your country. And CMEC is a leading international leading EPC contractor. We also belong to the central government of China. So I think there are a lot of things can be done in your country. So we just cooperated with PNG Agricultural Ministry and also Livestock Ministry, and we work together. And the program of One Belt, One Road, the program, I think the China and can support the PNG and to do more projects. The China and the PNG have a good relationship. So we come here to support some projects and hope to develop your country economy.
Managing Director Terry Coim, during the tour of the facilities, assured locals in Port Moresby, East Sepik, Madang and Eastern Highlands that the facilities will be improved for their benefit.
I would like to give confidence to the farmers in Madang. You signed the MOU with the Livestock Development Corporation to build this abattoir at the end of the airport at Sagalau. We will be considering this. We will also be considering the Moriman Abattoir in Vivek. We will be looking at the Tiaba Abattoir in Port Moresby, Beaute in Goroka and Confirm in Juwaka. And we would like to rebuild the existing ones first, then we would like to look at opening up the possibility for other provinces and other sites to come on board. We signed an MOU with one in Rabaul, but we were not able to do it because of obvious reasons, funding constraints and other challenges that the LDC has to go through. Besides, Purakakol used to be under LDC, but it's now in other entities under the Eastern Provincial Government. We are going to go into partnership with it, but not at this point in time. LDC would like to stand on its feet. We would like to utilize what we have, make them workable, so that the market is now facilitated and made available to the livestock farmer. So I want to thank the Marape government for its intervention to partner with China. China was able to be able to bring all the people out of where they were before to where they are right now. You go to China today, the country is so developed in terms of infrastructure, GDP, quality of life. They're all right. And as I was driving them around in Port Moresby and over in Vivek the last few days and here, they have seen that you have the potential. China was like this some years ago. With their intervention, what they're telling us is that we can transform our country because you have achieved some of your indicators, but a bit more to go.
The partnership between PNG and China will definitely see an improvement in the livestock industry in Papua New Guinea and will greatly capitalize on the land available for large-scale cattle farming, and not only for the local market, but for export as well.
The Prime Minister wanted me to reclaim all the land, and I have successfully reclaimed everything. Now, if I don't work and rebuild these places and revive them, they're going to fall back to disrepair again. They will be covered with bush again, and rust and termites, and everything is going to go back and destroy their whole structures. So I don't want to, repeat the mistakes of the past. I have reclaimed all of them, and I need funding front-loaded to me right at the beginning so that I can start doing this. And one or two of the projects I will roll out with the CMEC. I have the experts with me now. They're coming to Papua New Guinea. It's a vote of confidence in their president in Papua New Guinea. There's also a vote of confidence in their president and their government in our prime minister. And coming to LDC means a lot. We're we used to be a big company, but now because of its past history, our operations have faltered, but over the last 3 years we have managed to revive it because we were challenged by the former minister, and he told us, you are not the Department of Agriculture and Livestock. He was telling the secretary, you are known as the Department of Agriculture and Dead Stock. But I want to tell the country we are no longer dead. We are already alive. We are walking around now, but we want to run. And I would like to ask the government to release my funding at the beginning of the year so that I can start doing all these things.
We have good conditions to develop. Also have the good natural resources also. So in future, I know that at the moment, even beef, sheep, you must import from other countries. But I think in future you have enough capability to supply enough the beef and cattle or sheep by yourself, not import anymore in future. I hope we work together and the help of China and the China companies, and we can improve condition here and also boost livestock agriculture, the economy in future.